Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to present to you and formally introduce Bob, Cas, and Arthur, the Play No Games Podcast.
It's your favorite podcast. When we talk about real life and exchange a few laughs, we sticking to our path. When you find understanding, just know that will never last. We ain't here to play no game.
What's poppin', you guys?
The world is getting
Cartier
crazy,
Bob.
and now we know we gotta be
It's
the
Cas.
change.
And we are closing down the year of the Play No Games Podcast. If you like what you've been doing and what we've done so far, I want to say thank you. Like, if you've donated, if you liked, if you commented, if you subscribed, if you even shared, we really appreciate it. Like, from the bottom of our hearts, like, we're still a growing podcast, 2.5 years, 3 years in. And if you're still here today, you believe and we appreciate. But you can also donate to $herobob. And if you haven't liked, comment, and subscribe, I would do it now because it's never too late to join the wave before we crush it in 2024.
Yeah, you could be one of those grouchy old like fan that says I liked them before they were popular or famous, and you can gatekeep because people love to gatekeep. And we'll give you that right.
I will give you that right. But I think we should really break down the year. I feel like, you know, I feel like Spotify Wrapped and us came out with the same idea because I don't know any other podcast that really recaps the year. They just keep going. They take a break.
Yeah.
And then come back and be like, it's a new year.
Okay.
We talk about it.
All right. Let's talk about it then.
Hater. Let's talk about you being a hater.
I'm a grade A hater.
You are.
You're so funny because you called me a hater, and then my boy Anthony called me a hater.
Damn.
The other day. Oh, because I was talking about DJ Ugalele, the OSU quarterback. Just that he sucks. And if he wasn't 6'5", 250, he'd be bagging groceries. And they're like, oh, DJ's enter the transfer pool. And then it's more like
For
maybe,
Oregon?
to leave Oregon State.
Oh.
Maybe this guy needs to enter the workforce, if you know what I mean.
Whoa.
This guy's like 25, still in college. Anyways.
Did he take your girl?
No, he's just overrated. I'm sorry. But I am a hater. I am a grade A hater.
Wow, this year you've become one with the force. You are a
You
dark.
can either deny it or you can accept it.
You know what? And this is why I fuck with you.
You can either deny it or accept it. I just accept it at this point. Before, I was like, no, I'm not a hater. I'm just critical.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I respect it.
Okay.
You know, I don't think I can mess with you no more.
You'll find ways.
I will. You were just standing on business.
Yeah.
So
That's what it is.
2024 has brought a lot of stuff. How's potting this year going for you?
I really enjoyed potting this year. Potting. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem like the right word. Podcasting. Anyways, I don't know. No, I felt really strong this year about the guests we had on, the topics we talked about. I almost enjoyed the episodes we didn't have guests on more. You know, I will say I enjoyed those ones more. I felt like we got into deeper discussions. I felt like we had more fun with it. And if you look at the viewership numbers, not a lot of change between the ones with guests versus non-guests. So you can't say like there's more value in one versus the other. But I can say the ones I had a little more fun with. Felt like the ones where it was like you, me, and AJ shooting the shit, talking about stuff that's going on, and just general topics and like the health world was really great. Of course, we did lose. I shouldn't say lose.
Wow.
We lost a loved one. No, I shouldn't say that.
Wait, keep going because he may or may not listen.
We didn't lose him, but we did have a member. How would you even classify what he did? I don't know.
Sabbatical?
Sabbatical, I think, is the best word. We had the guys in the back are saying some funny stuff. I'll say that.
AJ,
I hope that mic picks it up.
AJ, they talking shit.
We'll say sabbatical. Yeah, I think sabbatical is the right word. So I don't know. It's been like a month now where it's just you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Still feels a little strange.
I don't feel like it's strange because
No?
it started this way.
It started this way, but we also went like 2 years with it not being this way.
Yeah.
AJ never missed an episode.
He missed some episodes.
Free AJ.
Free AJ. You guys just said we fired
Free-
him.
Yeah, thank
somebody
you.
fired him, so we got a free agent.
No,
We
no.
didn't fire
We
him.
gotta bring him back. You didn't fire him.
No, he
This
fired
man
himself,
got
if anything,
fired.
because he was like, "Hey, I'm leaving."
He left because he got fired.
Actually, we gonna talk. Hey, we about to play no games.
Shout out to AJ though for moving to LA in the winter.
You're
I'm
just-
sorry. I saw his story today. I'm like, haha.
AJ, because I want to respond to your first comment later, but I clear this is gonna be the AJ segment. So, look, listeners. What happened was we were doing a show, and at the end of the show, we're all like talking, and we have a guest. And at the end of it, he's like,
He said this in like August too, maybe.
yeah, like a month. He was like, hey guys, I'm leaving to LA. And we're all like,
Wait, no, he didn't even address us. He was specifically talking to our guest.
oh yeah, that was right. Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna be heading to LA like in a couple months here. Out like in so and so area of LA because got a buddy that's out there, whatever. And you and I are just looking at each other like,
I was like, I don't know this at all.
and you were just like shaking your head at me like,
I was like, okay.
and yeah, that's what happened.
That literally is how it happened. But my thing is, once again, anime reference. We're like the Thousand Sunny. We support all of our dreams.
Absolutely. No, I'm more than happy that he made the move, that he is happy down there, and I wish him nothing but the best, and know that if he comes back, that seat will be warm.
Mm-hmm. But before we talk about that guy, critics, could you, I think we've talked enough about AJ. I think we got to have the man speak for himself. Can we give him a ring-a-ding-ding?
Yes, can we give him a ring through the system?
He's a runner, so that's what he does.
I just found that out. Like,
What's up, y'all?
okay, yeah, I can hear.
We can hear him. AJ!
AJ.
What's up?
How you doing, pal?
All right, it's through the phone.
This is interesting. I forgot all about this, Rob. Honestly.
It's okay.
What?
Okay, I think we can hear.
Pal. How you doing?
I'm cool.
Hey, I just want to
I'm alive.
I just want you to know the backseat critics was talking shit about you, so we want to call you because we're doing the end of the year.
Yeah.
And we want to know, how did the end of the year go for you, my man?
I mean, it always has its ups and downs. I think we always go through decisions and make things and do different things with hopes for positivity. And end of the year it's been a growing process for me. I had it in my plans last year to move, and I did, but I did get kicked off. Rob played my cards right. He wanted to replace me.
Oh my goodness.
Why are we going with this replacing bullshit? So, you want to know? Who had jokes? Cashapp, why did he move to LA during the winter?
Yeah, that was just a comment on your story today.
Bro, I was not expecting it to rain, bro.
What is it over there? 40 and rainy?
Yeah, like 50, 52 rain.
Yeah.
It literally rained all day today.
It sounds like home.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So my question for you is, because I know you're a busy man. You in LA, the city, the lights, the women. But
oh my God, here we go. Go
what?
ahead.
I just said stuff that goes on in LA. All I'm saying is, what are you really, and how are you wanting to move into 2024 when it comes to this LA, man? What's important for AJ as he moves forward with this?
I mean, regardless if it was LA, if it was New York, if it was Texas, Florida, wherever I would have taken my next journey, I think going in 2024 is more purposeful. I feel like, especially like at home in Portland, I got caught up with all the things around me, from helping people to living other people's purpose. And I felt that I have to be more purposeful in my life. And I being here has like taught me a lot of lessons about myself that I need to work on, and also taught me a lot of lessons that I know is good for me, and I have positivity too, which has been great. Like, it's just because I've been to LA, but it's technically new to me. There's a lot of things that I'm learning. Like, I didn't realize how big LA was. But like, just like, there's a lot of things that I'm learning through this process of like my own strengths and my own weaknesses and things I want in a partner in this process. And things like
yeah. So, two things, and we let you go, Mr. Movie Star. Or Cost, do you have something?
I'll wrap it up. I have a final question. Yeah.
All right. So really quick is, what are your intentions with the Play No Games podcast? Because everyone's saying I fired you, which is false. What do you hope for the Play No Games podcast in 2024?
Don't let him corner you.
I mean, Rob's whatever 35 names. He's already cornered me a few times, but nah, my intention is to never leave. It's never been my intention. It was never like my sole purpose. Play No Games podcast is something that has transformed not only many lives, but people around me. And I feel like it's a part of the purpose. But I think right now, there's some individuality that I have to solve, and I think Rob's seen that, and kind of pushed me off the edge a little bit. I plan on coming back in February. I'll be there in April for sure. So I'll be on screen soon. But for the meantime, just getting my stuff together and making my situation in LA a lot better, and making other connections that expand the podcast. I think opportunity here for the podcast to grow, and make a bigger scene.
Okay.
Instead of
okay, you hear that? We got a satellite in LA. What you know about that, Cost?
Damn, we got a mobile headquarters in LA.
Yeah, we got a mobile headquarters. You was a fucking hater.
I was not a hater. Now you're making the stuff up.
Look here, man. Stock is decreasing.
I'm looking forward. I think if everything goes through as planned and how it's supposed to go, I'm looking around July, end of July, August, maybe even September, really being able to establish like a new home for us here too. Not like for good, but like to be able to really expand Play No Games here. I've already made a ton of connections, which is like one of the positive things that I've already said about myself is like new connections to be made here in LA. Like right. I've met so many people, it's stupid. Like in a matter of just almost a month. Like I hadn't even been out. Like I haven't even really been out and about in the town. Like it's mostly just like me and my dog going somewhere. And I've met a ton of people in that work, and I've met a ton of people.
Nice.
Like I've already met like commissioners, and I've already met like some athletes, and I've already like it's just the network here in LA is so big that you never know who you run into every day. Like you never know.
All right. Well, Cost got one question for you, and then we'll let you go, movie star.
Yeah, AJ, I want you to let the people listening to the Play No Games podcast, what would you say to our listeners right now? What is a final message you want to send the year off to anyone listening right now?
Oh, that's tough. Oh, why it gotta be? That's a tough question. I think going into the next year, learn to love yourself and live in your purpose. I think we sacrifice a lot of the time. Sometimes we sacrifice for kids. Sometimes we sacrifice for family. Sometimes we sacrifice for friends. Find your purpose and live in it, because your time is limited, your age is limited, and your opportunity is slipping away. And so being able to live in that will not only bring you opportunity, it'll bring you joy. It'll help you celebrate yourself. It'll help you love yourself a little bit more. And who knows what else it can bring. I mean, it could bring fame, it could bring money, it could bring all those things that you may be wanting. But, be true to yourself, live in your purpose, and don't allow things to take you away from that. So.
Perfect. Thank you, my friend.
Well, AJ, I want to say thank you, my man, and please continue to be yourself and grow. And we couldn't end this without having you, my man.
Man, it's always been a pleasure. I still listen to the podcast. I listened to it today. It was actually a show. I must say, I really enjoyed it. It was interesting. Definitely some good perspectives. But I think that's the one thing that the Play No Games podcast always does, is it will give you perspective and opinion. And it might not be the opinion you want to hear, but it is one that you could listen to. And I think that's why it will be and is the best podcast in Portland. So,
hey, all right, my man. Well, we're going to let you go. We're going to finish this episode. We're going to do a few more recaps and we're going to call it. So we love you. We respect you. We're going to have some free AJ shirts, but we'll let you go.
I'm ready for it. See me.
All right.
Robert,
Perfect.
out.
Perfect.
Get out.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
All right. Bye, AJ.
Peace.
All right. We're back, man. Man, look at us. We were able to call people. Man, we're elevating as a podcast.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Futuristic stuff. Even Joe Rogan doesn't do that.
Yeah. He's on creatine.
No, he just puts the phone on speaker next to the mic.
Really?
I've seen him do it, yeah. But see, come on. We got two young Jamies in the back.
Jamie.
But yeah.
Just bring it back just a little bit. You talked about guests, I think, and like numbers and all this stuff, where it's kind of like, I could peep that. I will say this one thing that gets a lot of attention are our relationship dynamics.
Yeah, I guess.
It does.
Okay.
It's numbers.
Okay.
But I want to say the thing that, if we want to talk about numbers, if I'm being honest with you, is since we've been clipping up certain segments of our show, that's been doing really well. I feel like people have really been digesting it.
Yeah.
And I will say the clip prints or the clip PRC is my man over here.
PRC? What is
I don't know. PBR, I don't know. Personal record.
Oh.
When we put your face on some of these things, they go up. Now they've gone down. So
They have gone down.
But how does it feel to like really people like are paying attention to like a lot of your segments? That's a fact. Like,
yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to like we had one clip get 500 views or something like that.
You've done,
and then
done
another
it,
one
like,
make like 400 views.
You've done it like twice
with like my face and me primarily talking on it. And I don't know, it's just kind of, it's a weird feeling to be like, wow, did that make people really like stare at my face and like listen to my voice and whatnot? A little strange. if someone ever approached me and was like, "Hey, are you Cos from Plano Games?" I might like shit my pants.
Yeah.
Like I would,
I
I would not know what to do, and that's true. I'd be like, no, that's not me. Like that, yeah, but probably will never happen. So that's fine.
Why are you speaking that?
So you gotta be humble, Robert.
Okay.
Gotta be humble.
It's gonna happen next year.
You gotta be humble. Anyways, yeah, no, it's kind of a strange feeling for myself. I'm someone who kind of maybe doesn't really look for the limelight. I don't try to be like the head of the show, unlike some people to my left.
Says the guy who has his own fucking UFC podcast.
You didn't even see my face on that.
It's
all audio.
Are you not spearheading it?
Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, it's an interesting feeling, and one we'll see how used to I get to.
And I would actually have to slightly disagree with you. Like, when it comes to like guests, I think this year we had our most diverse group of guests.
Yeah, probably.
Like, they literally did a lot of different shit. We had from politicians to DJs to
fighters. Yeah,
teachers.
Motivational speakers.
Commentators.
Like,
Tyler Monk his interview was one of my favorites.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah,
that's fair. Tyler's up there for me this year. The guy's a professional talker, so it's like, of course, the interview with him is going to be good. He was really great. He was really fun. 100% would have him back on. I think that was a great episode. Felt like I walked away with that feeling really like, yes, like gung ho. I can do anything, run through a wall type of like mentality. So that one was good. My favorite might have been Jalen, War Machine. Mm-hmm. No, Warzone. Sorry, Warzone.
There we go.
Warzone. Jalen. Just because I thought he was a great storyteller. Like, not only were his stories really interesting about the world of, regional mixed martial arts, which is like a rough world, but he was also, I felt like he was a really great storyteller too.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it's one thing to have a good story. It's another to like be able to say it in a way where people are like anticipating like every next word, which he has that gift.
What if I told you he wants to come back?
I'd love to have him back on.
He said that he really enjoyed doing it.
Hell yeah, why not? Did you talk to him at the sneaker convention? Yeah. I missed him. I talked to him at the last one because he was working the last show as well during the summer. But yeah.
So I want to talk about
shout out to Jalen.
Shout out to Jalen, man. Use a real one. Like, use a fucking real
a G.
One. Good guy. Top G. Anywho, I think I also want to make sure I give a shout out before we talk about this guy. We got to talk about these guys. The Backseat Critics.
My guys.
Our guys. We got to give them a shout out.
110%.
I don't think this show would be half as great as was since adding.
The show could not run.
Show could not run. I have literally given up working that shit back there. I'm like, delegation, I don't care, make it work. And I think at this time, if y'all, once again, and I don't know if they'll get on the mic, but it's RJ and fucking Andrew. They really make the show. Sometimes I worry about them.
They're the puppet masters.
Yeah, I worry about them with like things, but like they really hold their own on here.
100%. Not just that, they do a great job on our show, but
yes,
they do an amazing job on their own show. So if you can, please go support the Backseat Critics. They do a great podcast about awful movies that you probably aren't going to watch or have even seen because some of them are so niche.
But one of the things we have to talk about the Backseat Critics is we have to talk about our favorite Backseat Critic moment of the year, and I'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
So for the people
I didn't study for this.
It's okay. You have one. How many times that when we're talking and some random shit goes on, and you're like, these guys don't even pay attention. We're watching another show. We're watching the Backseat Drama.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all, they close this motherfucking door and they just start. I just hear, oh, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on back there? So in the future, if y'all ever see us like look up or there's like, they're doing it right now. They're doing it right now.
That's fantastic.
They're weird, but we love them.
No, 100%. No, especially when we have guests on, because we look at each other, and our guest has no idea what's going on.
They're like these guys, and we like.
Yeah. I think my favorite Backseat Critics moment from the year was, I think they closed the door, but no, they didn't close the door, but they were laughing a lot. They were laughing a lot, and then I get a text message. I look at the messages from Andrew, and it's just a line of mini Patron shots.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And they're like, "Do you want one?"
Casamigos.
Or no, it's Casamigos. Yeah, and they're essentially just ripping shots and eating. What are they? Some chocolate, Milky Way. What chocolate were you guys eating?
Milky Ways.
Was it Milky Ways? I think
Milky
it was.
Ways.
So just tequila and Milky Ways for like, and they got pretty toasted.
Well, Backseat Critics, speak now, forever hold your peace. Would you like to make any comments on the year recap? Going once.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I guess the critics will stay silent because they are the rafters. All right.
They'll interrupt us later.
I will say,
Yeah, I just want to say
There we
I
go.
really appreciate you guys, especially you, Cos.
I love you, man.
Love your support.
Anytime.
You're great. Am I actually unmuted? Hey, cool. Look at that. Tech works. I'm the Fact Dragon.
Rob?
Ow!
Shout out to
Cartier Bob.
Cartier Bob.
Thank
you. If you want a picture of that sexy man, donate $1 to $sign Hero Bob. He'll throw it up somewhere.
I'll put it up with the Backseat Critics, so
Perfect.
go simultaneously.
Yep, we'll send you a picture of that man nude.
Please. Whoa. Anywho.
Can I do a physical donation?
We also take follows too. Follows on Instagram for the Backseat Critics. You get a free picture of Mr. Bob, Mr. Cartier.
Thank you. Why are y'all? I'm not.
Yeah, what type of physical donation?
Anywho,
Like a dollar bill?
don't give. Stop.
We do feel blessed being on the show. We do love driving Rob crazy, and it's been a lot of fun, especially when Andrew dropped his pants.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta
Dropped his
slide the dollar
pants.
bill into my sock.
Okay. All right.
Cos, your honorary critic, Bob, Mr. Cartier Bob. I apologize, Mr. Cartier Bob. Bob. Thank you for having us on the show.
Oh.
$sign Hero Bob. Free picture of Bob.
No problem. Y'all
I'm
are
an honorary critic.
I don't know how I'm not an honorary critic, but whatever. They talk
Because-
at the beginning of all their fucking episodes. It's shit talking about me. He's a tyrant.
You can sit on the council, but we don't grant you the rank of master.
That's a Star Wars reference. Yeah, that's why I'm an honorary critic. Because when I'm on there, you don't even know there's normally two of
They're
them.
slander me every other episode. They're like, who's a tyrant? They have so many inside jokes about making fun of me at the
I don't
beginning.
know what you're talking about. Many times we have said on our episodes that you are a very nice guy. Many times.
Anywho.
I tell people all the time, I know this guy, Rob. He's okay.
Okay.
I say that you're very nice. And you're a
There
very
we go.
nice guy.
You know I'm not playing with 2024. I have a fucking. It's not a fucking stage name. It's the persona. Cartier Bob. TikTok. Cartier Bob.
Don't let his F words fool you. He's a very nice guy.
All I'm gonna say is
Can I come up with a different nickname for you?
what? If
Something else?
it's nice, then I'll keep it.
Okay, I'll brainstorm something.
Brainstorm something.
Because it just feels like that one hasn't stuck.
I like it.
But that's the thing. You can like it, but if people don't call you that, then it's not a nickname.
Can I
Y'all hate
Like
I
people
suggest
call
something?
Doc Rivers because it sticks and everyone calls him that.
Miss
His real name's Glenn.
Mr. Bob?
the fact y'all. I can do whatever, and y'all are my favorite haters.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
If you find something better, I'll
Okay.
let the people vote. But until then, it's
I'll put it in the The Wu-Tang
Okay.
name.
Okay.
nickname
All right.
generator.
We'll see how it goes. I just want to say this, I also want to share a sentiment that we were kind of talking that I'm going to chop up, but that probably missed it, but you were kind of talking about this is you were saying off camera, this year has been the funnest potting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I want to say I share that sentiment with you. And the reason why this year has been the funnest potting is just as much as I was telling you to be yourself, I think for me, I learned two things: learning to be even more of myself, and then letting go of expectations of what people thought.
Yeah.
And I think people think it's like a one-time deal. I feel like each time the year started, I kept getting more and more of myself. That's boring to you?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's late.
Should we keep talking about you? Because that's the only time.
No. Shut up.
I gotcha. So I think for me, I just really enjoyed that because when I start the year, I'm going to keep continually having that. And I feel like I become a stronger sense of myself because people get really concerned about their digital footprint. And I'm very proud of the stuff that I've put out, whether people have agreed with it or not, because it's going to find the people it needs to find.
Comparison is the killer of joy, Mr. Gill.
And now we saying my last name. Just say CB. Just say it. It hurts.
Okay.
Yeah, it hurts.
Comparison is the killer of joy, CB.
It hurts you, did it? Yeah. Gag on the mic. You're good at it.
Damn right.
You're a gobbler.
The biggest.
The cob gobbler. Anywho, but I think I just wanted to share that. But yeah, I would say for me, and you can go with this if you want. I think the most fun I had is getting closer to you all. I feel like I'm definitely more closer to RJ. Definitely family with him. Glad to have him in the familia. Feel like I'm way closer to Andrew, closer to AJ. Obviously, each year I feel like I get to know you differently. You're interesting. So we're
gonna get real close in the next year.
Yeah, we're real close.
Yeah.
But I think the segue is I'm happy to have Tay on the show.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the big announcement?
That's a big announcement.
Okay. Tell the people.
We'll be a regular. Tay Ford, y'all. He's a seasoned veteran when it comes to it. He's seen the critics' bullshit and he survived. They were on one. And
he just rolled with it?
And he was like,
Nice. Sorry, I was very sick that week, so I missed that episode.
There was a pause moment. He was just like, He's like, keep that shirt. I was like, he gets it. He'll let him live.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to bring a lot of different stuff because I think we're going to need a person like him when it comes to 2024, when it comes to the things we have to take care of, because the marketing I have in line for is going to be crazy.
That's exciting. No, I'm really pumped for what 2024 looks like. Some of the early guests we've talked about, I'm excited for. Just what the future holds, man. 2023, we grew a lot more than I had expected us to. So, I mean, if 2024 is anything like that,
I'm going to put marketing money where it belongs.
Sky's the limit.
One thing I do want to say on here, one thing I am proud about is I'm happy that the Brett Brown video did what it did.
Yeah, that was a big thing for this year.
But I'm also happy because it's I still get views on it and things like that. But our numbers are still up because of our content. And I'm that made me happy.
You got to think that maybe some of the people from the Brett Brown video stuck around.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or even a better idea is that they're always different people. It's always different people we're reaching out to when we get a video with several hundred views. I don't know. It's refreshing going from 5 views, 10, 20 to now it's 100, 150, 200. It's a different world.
It's a different world, and I think once I start marketing a little,
and even then, it's still in the grand schemes of YouTube, it's still nothing.
Nothing.
It's nothing. But now we have 1, 2 videos that are in the thousands.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something. I'd say any video that gets over 2,000 views is something. Then you get the 10,000s, 100,000s, and whatnot.
And I think it's And I think once I change the marketing scheme and actually put more marketing dollars and like not just for like 1 month, 2 months, like consistently, like not spending money upgrading stuff and just letting us do the stuff we have, I think we'll see a lot of different things.
Potentially.
Not potentially, I know, because you got to pay to play. And so, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's the recap. I would say 2024 blessings is Costa's going to get married.
Hell no.
Costa's going to find
no.
a beautiful woman.
We can all hope for that.
So, Cost.
Yes, Robert.
What does she got to look like?
Oh, sorry. Yes, CB.
Thank you.
What is she going to look like?
What does she got to look like?
I don't know. I don't have a type.
Okay. I ain't got no type.
She could look like anything as long as...
So, Marge Simpson.
As long as I find her attractive and
Michelle
she's a
Obama.
good conversation. Michelle Obama. Don't bring me down now. You're baiting me there.
What do you mean?
You're baiting me there.
What do you say?
You're pulling back a little joke from earlier this year.
What do you mean? This is time to save yourself. Just say you would date that beautiful black queen.
I'm gonna plead the fifth here. I'm just gonna avoid that one. I will say this: I do owe one person an apology who I was a little rough on the last couple of years, and she doesn't have to accept my apology. Actually, she shouldn't because
Meg Thee Stallion.
It is Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh!
I apologize, Meg Thee Stallion, for the comments I've made earlier on the show. They were immature. They were rude. And I'll own up to that. I was
Tori did it.
Tori did it. I'm sorry, Meg Thee Stallion.
And since we're all apologizing,
Okay.
I want to apologize to somebody.
To who?
Absolutely nobody.
Oh. Yeah? No
Is
one?
that what Connor?
Yeah, that's what Connor said.
Okay. Fuck out of here.
That's funny. Oh.
I will say this. You apologize. I want to put my foot down on something else.
Okay, you're doubling down on
I'm
something.
doubling down on Derrick Jackson. You dirty bastard.
Derrick Jackson.
Yeah. The whole like relationship fraud dude.
Oh, LOL. Haha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. Let's double down on that. But
No apologies? No apologies to anyone?
I don't think
Now's your last chance. End of year.
I don't think I did anything wrong to anybody. Except for Miss Jackson. I am for real.
Okay.
Okay, more puns.
Anything that I want to double down on? Oh, the NBA being a fraternity and that you're always protected if you're in the NBA. The whole Anthony Edwards thing happened this week. As soon as like his signature shoe drops, of course. It's just.
We all can't be a Shay or Shay. Shay's an outstanding gentleman right now.
For now. You
He's
see that other guy in the? I got a funny story.
okay. I'm gonna say this funny story, then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Shay is the second coming of Steph Curry because Steph Curry, flawless career, no problems that we know of.
I know.
But my thing is,
His wife though.
the curse of the city. She's the real reason why Draymond Green's acting up. But anyway, he's the good guy. So Shay, that's his role. But you have a story for us to end this out for the year.
So I went to Rip City Remix game. I sat courtside. Hey, when you got it like that.
Oh, here we go with the bullshit.
Courtside at the G League. And they were playing it was the Rip City Remix, which is the Portland Trailblazer G League affiliate. They were playing the Stockton Kings. Do you know where this is going?
No.
So Remix won, close game. Stockton Kings put up a good performance, specifically by one guy. The guy that played really well for Stockton Kings, his name's Chance Comanche.
Oh, that thing. Of course, you bring it up at the end of the year.
Played a good game. I was a couple feet away from the guy. Turns out the guy killed a woman. He strangled him and his girlfriend strangled a woman in Las Vegas with an HDMI cord.
Wow.
So I just want to bring that up because weird. The guy did it. Was playing in the G League. Finally got arrested like this week and pleaded guilty. And yeah, that's just weird time and place.
Speaking of one of our high grossing videos, it is all NBA cheaters, the clip.
Yeah.
Spearheaded by this man over here. Of course, that we talk about an NBA scandal to end it, but I'll just say this. That is very ominous that he was just hooping after that.
He was just hooping, and I was in the presence of a killer.
And not interesting that you brought this up, but I'll say with my ending moments, I'll say this. This show really started as a relationship podcast. And if I'm just say this, young men.
And now it's a sports podcast.
Fuck out of here. I'll be damned. Young men, whether you have money, not money, take value in yourself. You're going to find love. Love will be there. And, if you have to go to these lengths to be heard, you need help.
Yeah. No woman is worth a lifestyle change. No woman is worth changing your future, no matter what that looks like. Focus on yourself, and just believe that the future is always brighter.
And we gotta protect our women. If I'm being honest, where it's kind of like, yeah, man, it's just kind of like it didn't have to go there. I'll just say that. Where it's kind of like, I'll say this. In high school, we used to say, "Don't sweat her, let her." If you can't let it go, you shouldn't be with her. You need to find another person where you can relax. So if you are bugging, don't start thugging. So
okay,
this has been the last Play No Games podcast in 2023.
Crazy.
I'm Cartier Bob.
I'm Cas. Thank you for watching. If you want to support us by subscribing, hitting like, commenting, sharing, we really appreciate it. It goes a long way. And hope to see you guys in 2024.
Not hope, you will.
Okay, there you go.
Probably wondering if I think of you. Sorry, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, for the bag that I never had. Yeah, you probably mad right now. Yeah, I got a 2-piece now. But shit, I think they call them groupies now.